I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in, I believe it was May of 2018, I believe it was. And when my doctor told me that I have this, he turned to me and he said, you're going to have this for the rest of your life, okay? I just want you to be aware. And I looked at him and I was like, no, I'm not, because I'm vigilant about my health. I don't just take these doctors' word as just as at face value. I dig deep for myself. And I didn't find anything. I couldn't find anything. I was searching, but I couldn't find any answers. That same year, um, I lost my left kidney to renal carcinoma. Uh, did not have to have any treatment, any radiation or chemo, anything like that, because it was marginalized. It had not metastasized, so it was great. Thank goodness. Fast forward to last year, in May 17th, I had to have another tumor removed. That was the left adrenal gland also had the same cancer. And they suspect that it was there from that time when they first removed my kidney. Still, it was not, it had not metastasized, was also marginalized. And I got my products. I believe I started on the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. It came very fast. And I began that afternoon. And I subscribed and have not looked back since, because it has done wonders for me. That August, I had my physical, my annual physical. I went to my doctor, and I went back on the 20th of September for my results of my physical. When I got there, my doctor was, he didn't know what to do. He was so ecstatic, wanting to find out what it was I was doing. This was him with the phone in his hand. What are you doing? Where can I find this information? Pulling out his phone. And I said, well, I can tell you. And I had my bottle that comes with a package. So he said, what's that you have in your hand? I said, this is part of my program that I'm using to reverse, type 2 diabetes and PCOS. And he said, really? He said, yeah. I said, yes. So he said, can I smell it? I said, sure. He took it and he smelled it. He said, what's in here? I said, ginger, lemon, chlorogenic acid, and some other great stuff. But he was so surprised and so ecstatic. He pulled up his laptop and he said, look at your numbers. I don't have problems. I never had problems with my cholesterol or anything like that. However, when he pulled it up, he said, look at your numbers. He said, your good cholesterol has gone up. Your bad cholesterol has gone down. You've lost weight. Your A1C went from a 9.6 to now a 7. I said, it's now a 6, Dr. Wong. And he said, I can tell, I can see it, because I was tracking it myself. I figured out how to calculate it and did it myself, and I was tracking along. I was so ecstatic. I'd lost 27 pounds by that time. I'd gone in, and he said, oh, I'm going to send you patients. He hasn't sent me any patients to this day. But it was he had a student with him that was shadowing him for my visit, and he also was ecstatic. They were just so astounded by my lab results to see how well I have done. And I want to point this out. 3 days after I started using the program, I live on the second floor of my apartment, and I used to be coming up the stairs huffing and puffing. That was gone. That was gone. I felt a noticeable difference in my focus, and just being able to just remember things. I'm not going into one room and forgetting what I went in there for. And I was like, oh, and I just felt energized. I just felt really, really great within my body. Felt really good in myself. It's like I've gotten a new lease on life. No exaggeration.